Bromley House Library has a regular writing group called Pen and Paper. 3 members of that group are now going to share their pieces on the subject of gardens: Janet Gibson, Lizzie Dunford and Sue Gale.
A postcard from Watnall. Dear friend, a card to say hello and hope you are keeping safe and well in these strange C-virus times. Never thought I would be watching the hostas grown day on day. First the tips, then shoots, now looking fresh and healthy, ready to unfurl their verdant leaves for a splendid show. You may recall the photograph I sent last year of the pot in the front garden, looking magnificent. As I glance through the window, confetti-like petals chase each other around the front path. The breeze is making the cherry trees swish and sway, similar to a man doffing his cap. The sky is light blue, no clouds. Hard to believe it is April. However, there is a cruel bite to the wind. It looks warmer than it is. Deceptive. Whilst pegging out the towels on the line this morning, another layer was needed to keep the chill off. The chirrup and chirp of birds, clear as clear, woke me before light dawned. Spring is here, I'd thought to myself. The seeds and nuts spread on the pebble walkways have given us such pleasure. The wren, blackbirds and blue tits sweep down from every angle to feast. I can almost taste their delight, nibbling the morsels so easily sourced. On opening the window, I can feel the grit in my eyes as it skittles around in the breeze from the dusty street. The smell of the fresh air hits my nostrils like an electric shock. It seems to say, the big wide world is here and waiting for you to emerge from your cave-like existence. I touch my cheek, and it is as cool as my warm fingers feather across my skin. A true awakening to greet this day. Wishing you and your family well. With warmest regards, Janet.
Sonnet for Shakespeare's birthday, 23rd of April, 2020. How do I measure time this strangest spring? No longer by the calendar or clock. This pestilence has altered everything, erased appointments, made an utter mock of schedules, plans of meeting face to face. Though we can call each other, speak on Zoom, we can no longer offer an embrace, invite a friend into our living room. So, from my window, I will count instead the blossoms on the pale magnolia tree. Watch buds unfurl to petticoats, then shed at last their waxy petals. I shall see the blooms pile up in pink drifts on the grass. Observe the seasons. This too shall pass.
From the back bedroom window, a childhood memory. The damp, dank, cracked stone passage is a grubby thoroughfare from window to garden, separating our house from the Towlers next door. Though in permanent shadow, I'm drawn to a distant light. Grandad's peat rose blooming bravely in our grey backyard, enclosed by the backyards and shadowy lives of others. Sunlight doesn't penetrate the narrow, dark tunnel. Moss grows thickly velvet on wall and fence. Rain, snow, wind and sleet lodge here. It's their natural home. Always wet, puddles and muddy pools, rivulets streaming down the hanging tin bath. I peer through the window around shabby curtains and dream of a garden with grass and dens and wild blackberries. The back door, just visible, provides the news of family comings and family goings, loudly announced by the grating and banging of swollen wood in a warped, crooked doorframe. I know who is off to the outside lav and how long they're there. See Mum and Grandma emerge, grappling with icy washing, slapping and flapping around mottled legs. My cousin Tony sidles out for a crafty fag. I wave and he smiles back sheepishly. I'm fond of this familiar view, for I have one great secret. Once a year, Santa's sleigh lands in this alley. He climbs towards the chimney on the next floor up. I know this is true, I have no doubt, because one year, my sister says, she saw him arrive.